Hello everyone, welcome back. We are here with another fun-filled day of science, and I have something fun to share with you. So I found our science book online and I'm going to share it with you. We can flip through and we're going to look at different fabric types and styles together. We are then also going to be able to look at different ways fabrics are made, different ways they're, made is the same as how they're put together, but we're going to be able to check that out, and then we're going to dive into today's lesson, okay? So let's get started. So here on the cover of our story, we have some pieces of fabric sewn together here in a quilt. So lots of different pieces of fabric of different styles. And then here, when they come together, you can see the stitching there. It's a different color of thread used to connect them. And then here you can see how there are different, here especially I should say, you can see there are different textures or different feelings in the fabrics also. And then this would be a loom for one style of making the fabric. And these are rolls of fabric. So here is our table of contents. You can see there are only 2 different stories in our book. One is what is fabric made from, but you can see that is a longer story. It's 13 pages. It is a quick read, but we probably still won't take the time to read all of it today, okay? And then the last story is how are fabrics used, and that is still a 12-page story also today. So we will not get through all of our story today, but we will read several pages together, okay? So what is fabric made from? Fabric can be colorful. Fabric can be nubby or smooth. Fabric can be strong. Where does fabric come from? People make fabric. Some fabric is made from animal hair or fur. Wool comes from sheep. Wool is spun into yarn. Yarn is dyed to give it color. The yarn is woven to make wool fabric. Silk comes from silkworm cocoons. Silk fibers are pulled from the cocoons. The fibers are made into thread. So these are the worms. These are the mulberry leaves they eat. And then these are the cocoons. So as they grow and change into moths, they weave these. And then this is the silk that they weave and live in as they're changing. That is pulled apart to weave into the thread to make the cloth. The thread is woven to make silk fabric. Some fabric is made from plants. Cotton comes from cotton plants. Cotton is spun into thread. So this white, puffy cloud part, right here, is the cotton. The thread is woven to make cotton fabric. Jute comes from jute plants. Jute plants are cut and soaked. Jute is dried and spun into thread. The thread is woven to make burlap fabric. So the burlap here is this potato sack. It's very, very strong, but it's not comfortable, so it's not used for clothing, really. But this is the thread here. Not all fabric is made from animals or plants. Some fabric is made from oil. Oil is pumped from the ground. It's pulled up from the ground by these machines. Nylon thread is made from oil. The thread is woven to make nylon fabric. Some fabric is woven. Remember, it's back and forth and over, under, kind of like this here. See how this one thread goes under this one that goes this way, and then over this one, under, over, under. Some fabric is knitted. Look at the fabric you are wearing. How do you think it is made? Okay, and I lied to you. We read one of the whole stories. We will stop here today and read our next story together tomorrow. Okay, so what I would like you to do now is I would like you to go to your clothes, and I would like you to check to see how breathable it is. Now, looking at these fabrics, some of them have holes in them, but these holes here are bigger than the holes in these fabrics. Now, this is knitted fabric, and then these are woven, and depending on the fabric it is, some have bigger breaks between the threads than others do. So I want you to take a look at your fabric and see if there are holes between the threads. But I want you to go pick several different pieces of your fabric. Okay, look at articles of clothing. So shirts, a jacket, socks, clean socks. Whatever these are, they're clean. Or if it's your shirt, you can pick the one you're wearing. Okay, look at it. So I can see through my shirt, but of course you can't tell that. But I can see my computer screen. I can see the cloth being woven right now. Okay, so that means there are holes in the fabric of my shirt. So I could breathe through it pretty easily. That being said, I want you to, with one hand, blow through the fabric and to feel the air coming through like this. And feel how much air is hitting your hand. And I want you to see how much of the air you can feel on your hand. Okay, and see if one of those fabrics is more or less porous, meaning it has more or less holes in it than the other. Okay? And then share that information with me in your Seesaw page today. Okay? I will also post another video for you in your Google side. But otherwise, I hope you have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Love you. Have a good day. Bye.